Hello everyone. Today's video is about important questions on enzyme. These questions can help you in MCQ based exams. We will discuss some of the MCQ questions that may be part of your exam. So, our first question is, who coined the term enzyme? And we have 4 options here: Pasteur, Buchner, Kohne and Sumner. Let's talk about Pasteur first. Pasteur is also known as father of microbiology. His full name is Louis Pasteur. He also told us that fermentation is associated with living cells, and he established that yeast is the one who carry out fermentation in the living cell. Next one is Buchner, Edward Buchner. First, Buchner told us fermentation of carbohydrate is carried out by different enzyme, not the living yeast cell. Next option is Kohne. Kohne gave the term enzyme for the first time. So, Kohne is the one who coined the term enzyme. Last option is Sumner, J.B. Sumner. Sumner told us that enzymes can be prepared into crystallized form. He also told us that nature of enzymes are proteins. So, our right answer is Kohne. Our next question is, basic nature of enzyme is. This is direct question. So, we have 4 options here: carbohydrate, proteins, fats and vitamins. And we all know that enzymes are proteins. So, our right answer is proteins. Now, next question. All enzymes are protein except. Here, we have to tell name of enzyme which is not protein. Our first option is kinase. Kinase are the enzyme which catalyzed transfer of phosphate between the molecules. Next option is ribosome. We all know that ribosome are not enzyme. Ribosome are cell organelle. So, this is a wrong option. Third option is ribozyme. Ribozyme are the enzyme which are RNA based enzyme. And next option is lipase. Lipase are the enzyme which catalyzed fat digestion. Kinase and lipase are both protein. So our right answer is ribozyme. Our next question is, apoenzyme and cofactor together form. We have 4 options here: holoenzyme, conjugate enzyme, coenzyme and prosthetic group. We know that holoenzyme and conjugate enzyme are similar terms. So, we have 2 right options here. A is holoenzyme and B, that is conjugate enzyme. Coenzyme and prosthetic groups are also part of holoenzymes, but they are different from holoenzyme and conjugate enzyme. They are part of them. Our next question is, the term apoenzyme is protein part of holoenzyme, organic part of holoenzyme, inorganic part of holoenzyme or metal part of holoenzyme. Again, this is a direct question. So, apoenzyme is protein part of holoenzyme. So our right answer is protein part of holoenzyme. Our next question is, which of the following statements are correct? In this question, we will know about various characteristics of active sites. First option is, any enzyme may possess one or more active site. This is correct. Second option is, active sites are generally present in clefts, but it can be on surface of enzyme. Third option is, active site are three-dimensional structures formed by folding of tertiary structure. And last option is, active site is a specific group of amino acid residue having charged polar group. So all these statements are correct about active sites. So our option is D, that is all of the above. Next question. In cofactors, an organic non-protein part which is tightly bound to the enzyme by covalent bond is known as, and we have four options here. First one is prosthetic group. So what is prosthetic group? It is organic non-protein part which is tightly bound. So our right answer is prosthetic group. We can also know about these three more options. First in these three options is vitamins. Vitamins are cofactors which help many enzymes to carry out chemical reactions. Likewise, metal activators. Metal activators are loosely held to enzyme, and that are manganese, iron, calcium, magnesium, etc. Our next question is, Commission on Enzymes of International Union of Biochemistry has classified enzyme into. This is fact-based question. So, Commission on Enzyme of International Union of Biochemistry has classified enzymes into 6 classes. So, our right answer is C, that is 6 classes. Here are 6 classes. First class is oxidoreductase enzyme class. Enzyme of this class catalyzed oxidation reduction reaction as the name indicates. So they will cause transfer of electrons from one molecule to another molecule. Example, dehydrogenase reductase, etc. Second class is transferases. As the name of class indicate, these enzymes will cause transfer of a particular group between the molecules. For example, transaminase means these enzymes will transfer amino group. Third class is hydrolases. With the utilization of water, these enzymes will break bonds between the molecules. Examples are lipase, protease, amidase, etc. Next class is lyase. Lyase enzyme also cause cleavage or breakage of bonds, but they will not involve water utilization. Examples are aldolase. About aldolase enzyme we have studied in glycolysis. Next class is isomerase. Isomerase are the class of enzyme which cause intramolecular rearrangement in molecules by breaking or forming the bonds. So they convert a molecule into its one isomer to another isomer. For example, phosphoglucoisomerase enzyme. We have studied this enzyme in glycolysis, where it converts glucose 6-phosphate to its isomeric form, that is fructose 6-phosphate. Next class is ligases. Ligase enzyme catalyzed addition of molecules by forming new bonds. So we have heard about DNA ligase enzyme. As the name indicate, it will join two DNA fragments. Next question is about basic mechanism of action of enzyme. We have four options. They enhance the activation energy, or they make strong bond with substrate. They lower the activation energy. They convert themselves into product. So we know that if activation energy will get enhanced, so particles will need more energy to convert into product. So this is a wrong option. If enzyme will make strong bond with substrate, how will it convert substrate into product? Because bond breaking is required to convert substrate into product. So this is also a wrong option. C. They lower the activation energy. This is right option, because if activation energy get lowered, particles easily can cross the transition state. And D option is they convert themselves into product. As we know, enzyme never get converted into product. So our right answer is C. They lower the activation energy. Next question. The site other than active site that can attract positive or negative modulators are known as. This is the definition of allosteric site. So our right answer is B, that is allosteric site. What are modulators? Modulators are some type of substance which can cause positive or negative impact on the action of enzymes. Next question is, name the following hypothesis and its scientist. So here is figure shown. In this figure, this is enzyme and this is substrate. Both enzyme and substrate are compatible to each other in their structure. So they will bind easily and form enzyme substrate complex. Options are, as we can say that this is showing lock and key hypothesis. So A and B options are left out. Now C and D. This is fact based question again. Lock and key hypothesis was proposed by Fisher. So our right answer is C. Next question. Which of the following statement is incorrect? In this question, we have a lot of information. First option is Km. What is Km? Km gives idea about how much substrate concentration required to achieve half Vmax of a chemical reactions. That means Km will tell us that this amount of substrate is required to gain maximum velocity to half. Second option is competitive inhibition. As the name indicate, there will be a competition. So in competitive inhibition, there is competition between substrate and inhibitor. Any one of them can get the active site. So as there is competition, Km of our chemical reaction will get increased and Vmax remains same. What is the meaning of this line? If we have less Km, that means it is a good enzyme. But in this chemical reaction, we have inhibitors, and these inhibitors will bind to the active site of enzyme where our substrate should have bind. So these inhibitors will not convert into product. So our Km will get increased. And Vmax remains same. Why? Because those enzyme who have made ES complex, enzyme substrate complex, will convert into product. There will be no effect of inhibitor on already made enzyme substrate complex. In third option is about non-competitive inhibition. So as the name indicate, there will be no competition. And why no competition? Because the structure of enzyme and substrate are different. They will not match to each other. So they will not compete with the enzyme. And inhibitor will bind somewhere else other than active site. Because there is formation of enzyme and substrate complex, so Km will be not affected and Vmax will decrease. Why Vmax will decrease? Because there is formation of ESI complex, that is enzyme substrate inhibitor complex. Enzyme and substrate are bound in the active site and inhibitor will bound to that complex somewhere else. So they will form enzyme substrate inhibitor complex. Because inhibitor is attached to the enzyme, so it will inhibit ES complex to be converted into product. That's why Vmax will decrease. And last option is malonate is non-competitive inhibitor of succinate. This is the wrong option because malonate is competitive inhibitor of succinate. So our right answer will be D. Why D is the right answer? Because in question it is asked about incorrect statement. So our incorrect statement is D and our right answer is also D. In next question, which type of inhibition is shown below? What is happening in this picture? Glucose is converted into glucose 6-phosphate by the presence of enzyme hexokinase with the use of ATP. What is showing here? When the glucose 6-phosphate is formed in some amount or required amount, it will give a feedback to the enzyme and tell it to stop, because required amount of glucose 6-phosphate has been formed. So in this reaction it is giving a type of feedback to stop further formation of glucose 6-phosphate. So we have 4 options here: competitive inhibition, non-competitive, uncompetitive, or D, feedback inhibition. As we have talked that glucose 6-phosphate is giving the feedback, so this type of inhibition is feedback inhibition. So our right answer is D. Here are some important points to be kept in mind in reference of enzymes. First point is zymogen. What are zymogen? Zymogen are inactive precursor of enzymes. Precursor means previous form. Means zymogen can be converted into active form of enzyme by some activity or other enzymes. Why it is required? If all enzymes remain activated in our body or plant body, they will digest each fat, protein or carbohydrate present in the human body or plant body. So this form is required to control them. So these are activated only when they are required. Next point is isozyme. What are isozyme? These are different form of similar enzyme, means they are different in structure but will perform same function. Next point is succinic dehydrogenase. That is the enzyme which is bound to inner membrane of mitochondria. These are direct points. Induced fit model was proposed by Coastland. And last point is Michaelis-Menten equation, that is V or initial velocity is equal to V max, means maximum velocity, into substrate upon Km plus concentration of substrate. That's all about MCQs on enzyme.